welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. He told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They've been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Ducks headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Wallace. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Beck. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man on the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. What a disappointment. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Here's a heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Moore. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pumps it downfield. Working the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running...
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Ducks. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Making side adjustments here. Ready, go. Dante Moore. Time to take a shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the 2nd half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback keeps it. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Bear. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll go play action with Moore. Pressure coming. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Moore to the air. Sets up the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ducks. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so good.
Lots of room to run. The 20, 10, slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Moore with the play fake. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Johnson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting inside.
Might have a chance. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Right. Booster, here we go. Ready. Flag 14.
Sends it back in motion. Throwing more. Looking to scramble. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the draw. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Powers through. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Oregon!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Got enough for the first. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Got a little grass. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bear. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Moore. He wants to go deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Unloads it left. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Dante Moore. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, ever since this guy showed up on campus this year, he has made a statement. He's their best wide receiver, and not just on this team, not just in this conference, but in the entire country. This guy's in the Heisman race, David, as a true freshman.
That's just crazy. And again, picking up everything and picking...
Throws toward the end zone. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 11 team, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Red Raiders, hoping that clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 7-2 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Booster.
He might want another play. Here's more to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Moore will throw. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Finds his man. It's Bear. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Peoples. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Got a man. It's Samuel. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Beck. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And I think the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing more. Pocket breaking down. It's complete on the right side. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. To the air on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. More play action. Extending the play. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Booster!
Looking to pass, it's Beck. On target. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Sowell. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Ready, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Looking long. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
To throw, it's Beck. He unleashes a long one. Makes a catch.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll run it with James Peoples. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the move. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. as we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. Still running at the 40. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore. The short hands. It's Griffin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Motion from the wide receiver. Moore to the air. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Beck. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Here's Peoples. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
So now it's 2nd and long. Right back to the well. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. The run inside. It's Davison. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He's brought down, but enough to move the sticks one more time and to move this game into the win column.